Hello, everybody! Oh my goodness, already flubbing up at the start. It's been a while for me, but not as long of a while for you, since the last part 6, came out only like about however long it came out. I'm not gonna date this video, but I just released it. Okay, I guess I did date the video. Yeah, I just released it, and that was back in 2024. So yeah. I now have no clue what's going to go on. Chapter 13 is going to be about the funeral of Gamzee Makara. And after going back over all of the stuff in my last recording that you saw, obviously I had a lot better of a time than last time. Solely because, well, Dave, or I guess Candy Dave specifically, was in it. And it was the Dave that, you know, isn't so mired with angst like this one is. So anyway, they be doing stuff in the laundry room. Make sure you close the door before you do anything with that. Anyway, timestamps, yada yada, like video, subscribe if you come back, yada yada, all that YouTube stuff. Let's just get right on into it. I don't want to keep y'all for too much longer. Anyway, chapter 13. Oh, wait, edging, 1 second. Drinking water. Okay, now we're good to go. Chapter 13, the funeral. It's Durst and Prospit. They keep to their themes. Okay, here we go. What was my voice for Jane? I don't remember. Oh god, there's like a delay between OBS and my thing. That's whatever. Jane. Dearly beloved. Flashing lights. Oh my god. Ladies, gentlemen, news outlets, and other valued members of the human nation state. Brain Ghost Dirk is just sort of chilling. Nice purple getup. Well, I guess they had to. Poor Yiffany is not having it. She's just like, bruh, why am I here? Why am I here? Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to gather with me and my family today. A day of exquisite loss and mourning. Gamzee Makara, High Court Gesture, exalted saint of the Purple Veil, has left us to traverse the grand gay carnival in the sky, where I am told by various members of the Clowny Claw he will spend the rest of history honking in grand tribute to the mirthful Messiah. I come before you with rage in my heart for the vile, cowardly monsters who have taken away our dear Minister Makara, and I know that many of you feel the same. Don't worry, it was all Vriskas' fault. But you don't care about that, do you, Miss, Dictator? Oh, today is the healing of memories, and my first memory of Purple Prince was his robust codpiece. Sick. Brother, no one liked that. Everyone disliked that one. Bruh. Even Brain Ghoster's like, bro, I'm gay as fuck. And I'm like, what in the goddamn? What the fuck? As he offered me his friendly support. Along with the sacred blood of his brother in the holy sacrament. It takes Jake a few seconds of puzzled eye contact before he catches exactly what it is Yiffany is tossing down. In his defense, he is distracted by his wife's speech, which is doing the emotional equivalent of wringing him out like a wet towel, before using that towel to slap the sweaty buttocks of a large, odorous man. Even if he knows everything she's saying is a load of horse feathers, it does nothing for his composure to hear her heap praise on that smelly, home-wrecking clown. Jake wonders what she'll say about him at his own funeral. He narrows his eyes at Yiffany's direction. She's a lovely girl, really. He wishes he could have gotten to know her under better circumstances. He'd known she existed, of course. Jane had complained about her very often, but they never had much chance to get acquainted. He rather believes her and Tavi would have been fast friends. Probably. Then again, perhaps it's better that she never had much of a chance to get to know his family. He lets go of the leash. Go forth! Rage! Oh, she got cleats on. That's why she doesn't slip. If she slips, then that's fucky. And I know that at times like these, it is easy to want to give in, to throw in the towel and turn our faces away from the light of democracy and moral fortitude that we, the citizens of the human kingdom, are blessed with from birth. I mean, God knows I've had my own faith tested in the last few weeks. As many of you know, I did not grow up with the same privileges that all of you enjoy. I was born on Proto-Earth, that half-finished dystopia, mangled by ravages of foolish leadership and endless war. And as for Gamzee, well, his upbringing was even worse. He was born into a violent and uncaring home, a lonely child with a few natural gifts. Well, admittedly, he was a purple blood, so he kind of had leniency in what he could do. Yeah, you still had, you know, the big regime hanging over your head and whatnot, but let's not act like he was like Tavros and he was like the lowest on the rung, or the second lowest, technically. Because at least he was the highest land dweller in terms of society. It would have only been better if he was a sea dweller, a violet blood, you know? Anyway. It would be simple to let this disgusting, vile, shameful act of spiteful revenge turn us away from all of the blinding light of the sword of justice that hangs over us all. Poised. Yo, she's sick with it. Hey, yo, she's sick with it. That's a nice little action pose. I'm gonna have to... that may be my next, bro, I'm gonna have to remember that for later. Actually, let me just open that new tab. I'll have to remember that for my thumbnail. That's a dope ass pose. Poised. Trembling. I feel like you could break composure just a little bit to bring the prisoner back into the fold, Jane. I don't think, I feel like she puts up a lot of airs about needing to keep up appearances, but when something like this is going on, I feel like you're well within your rights to be like, get your bitch ass back in line. Yeah, ready to burst forth. I want to give up at times, I understand your pain. She says all of this while she's out here zapping the shit out of Yiffany. I sympathize with your pain, but do you? Nope. But when that pain becomes too hard to endure, remember poor lifeless Gamzee, who suffered pain far worse than any of us could ever fathom. The pain of betrayal. Dude, didn't you lower the voltage on that shot caller? Little Red isn't looking so hot. Yes, of course I did, but the damn doohickeys got the kick of a donkey. I couldn't remove it completely. She'd know I was the one who did it. Well, if that supervillain awful wasn't stopped, she's going to kill her. I'm gonna have to censor that. And I'm gonna have to literally censor it. Thanks a lot. I can't say that. I can't. I'm gonna have to censor what I just said and censor the word. Let me just go past it. She's gonna kill her. Not really the best at hostage management, is she? Hey, don't call my wife that. It may be deserved, but certainly ungentlemanly. Brain Ghost Dirk, I would have expected better of you. Can't imagine why. Aren't you going to do anything? Why don't you do something? Because I don't really exist, dickhead. Because I don't exist, dickhead. But we cannot let his memory be in vain, for Gamzee Makara taught us that even the most loathsome degenerate can take their place in society. All they need is the right redemption arc. Ooh. Fuck your redemption arc. Ooh, nice follow-up. Nice flow. Oh my god, she's going rambunctious mode. Try that shit again. She's out here, static shocking this bitch. I'm just about the end of my rope with you. Throw all the dog bowls you want at the walls of my warship, but don't you dare act up in front of a live fucking newsfeed. Grr. After everything I've done for you, paying for your education, helping your parents cover up your existence from the world, just imagine what Rose and Jay would say if they could see you now. Even dissidents can have a little decorum. Get down from there at once. Grr. Don't you threaten me, young lady. Not today. Grr. There's nowhere for you to go. My agents are swarming the church. Be reasonable. Bro, you acting like she doesn't have ult ready. She looks like she's about to ult. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be near her when she is about to fucking Reaper your ass. There's nowhere for you to go. Be reasonable. Ugh, disgusting name. But that's hardly your fault. I agree, though. That's hardly your fault. You were always just a footnote. Your parents' little prank. Honestly, that's why I helped them all years ago. I do love a good jape. Damn. She said, I love a good joke. Toying with a person's life. I love a good joke. Well, let's be serious. You don't matter. If you did, they would have come for you already. Damn. Fucked up. Hot spit and monkey vomit. This is getting bad. I shouldn't have let her go up. I shouldn't have let her go up there. I thought she would just run away. Still might. We have to think about this for a moment, and she does. Seemingly at the end of her tolerance for insults towards her name, social status, and heritage, Yiffy performs an impressive backflip off the podium and down onto the church floor. One that, if it hadn't been happening amidst a sea of other newsworthy events, would surely have ended up someone's Instagram story within 30 seconds. She gives Gamzee's corpse one last parting kick. Hey-ya! A hard, proper kick that proves that those cleats aren't just for fashion, although they are certainly also for fashion. There he flies in his gangly purple necrotizing glory. A phantom honk seems to hang above the congregation, as if from an echo of a time long past. A simpler time, a time before we had to deal with this disgusting clown's bloated corpse every other update. He vanishes into the seething crowd, and we are confident they will never have to deal with this asshole again. Foreshadowing is a literary device. Jake watches this from a safe distance, poised on the edge of intervening to pull Yiffy out of there, but in the end he doesn't have to. Instead he watches in admiration as she tears the place to utter shreds, an echoing symphony swells inside of him as she rends apart the funeral flowers and punts Gamzee into the shrieking congregation. Here is a girl who felt the cold, indecent hand of fate wrapping around her, and instead of submitting to it and slowly simulating down into morass of boiled doormat, she slapped it away from her with a lively "oh no thank you." All at once, Jake feels immense affection for his granddaughter. He hopes the two of them can make up for lost time. Oh no! All of a sudden, I feel like I realized what I've been missing. A fucking backbone and a reason to live. Yeah, that does happen, bud. Enough of this, Caesar! Church explosion. The stained glass window shatters inward, obliterated to stardust. The war is knocking. And it's a wrap. Pa, pa, pa. Alright, that was the end of chapter 13. Very short. Very short. Technically, these chapters are all just... This would essentially be the entirety of, like, Acts 1 and 2, really. So we're still technically in, like, Act 2. But, anyway, chapter 14. The best laid plans of mice and men often go astray. Oh, god fucking damn it. Hey, guess who tried to, play the game of using my OBS in a right way? Now I gotta... Fuck. Hold on. Alright, I think we got this. Okay, so, we're back. Oh, fuck. There's Vrissy and Vriska on one side, by the way. This is awful. They're two of the same motherfuckers, near same name, same color scheme. Like, what the fuck? I guess I may as well just have them both voiced the same way, since they're technically the same person. Anyway, we're not dealing with that train wreck that's to the right of me. Let's see what Harry and John have in store. Oh my god, I'm wiped. Haven't felt this happy to be plastered to the couch in forever. Are you? Wow, I feel like I'm barely keeping myself sitting. If it weren't for keeping you kids safe, I'd be out there right now. Well, we did just do a whole lot of running around for no good reason, and some of us aren't gods and shit. I'm detecting a hint of judgment in your voice there, Harry Anderson. Don't you enjoy being part of all this? Finally getting to be in the thick of it all. I mean, I was having a fine time at school, if I'm being honest. All this terrassing back and forth between my home and various points of interest over the past few days has me pretty beat. Also, I wouldn't call this the thick of it all. Oof, getting air quoted by my own son. We had to hide in a forsythia bush on the way back here when that drone flew by. That's the thick of father-son hijinks if I ever saw it. Well, modern day war hijinks, but I'll take what I can get, you know? Yeah, I guess. I'm not knocking the old adrenaline thrill or helping out Rissy's moms or anything. I'm just saying I was literally just here and you told me to leave, so I hope this is where we're gonna park it for a minute. A boy's gotta breathe. Yeah, well, this wasn't my plan either. But Rose sent out some false intel about us heading towards my house, so technically this is the safest place we can be right now, since they cleared the area and everything, I guess. What? Now you look like you're hiding some extra commentary. Oh boy. Oh, I don't need to burden you with all the bureaucratic stuff, it's boring. Well, now hold up, Dad. A minute ago you were in the fight together, and now you're backing out of sharing the details? It's not really. Am I a part of this or not? Well, I'd sure say you were. but I guess maybe my thoughts on what is or isn't right for the operation aren't up to snuff. Because here I am, sitting in the dugout, same as you. In the dugout? Or, what is a metaphor you might like better? No. I'm like the, understudy. Dad, no, Jesus, you don't have to do this. Or I got cast in as a babysitter number 2 and I had auditioned for, I don't know. Yeah, please, I got the baseball metaphor. I'm not a complete fucking nerd. Oh, I see. I'm not completely like you, Dad. I am my own person. I was just, like, acknowledging that we've been sidelined here. Not that I mind, personally, since, like I said, I am super stoked to be relaxing on the couch and not fighting a war. That would be nice. Plus, I wouldn't have been able to get your measurements for some clothes that actually fit you if you hadn't come back here where all my sewing stuff is. But it seems like you were getting pretty into everything back there with Rose and them, getting to be with the old crew and everything, like the stories you told me about the game. Yeah, that sucks. I had a good plan, too. It just wasn't good enough for Karkat, I guess. I'm just not experienced enough in combat strategy. Oh, now you're throwing the air quotes back at me. No, those are for Karkat. Oh, okay then, fair game. Look at us bantering away. That is a plus of being here at least. It's been really nice to get to spend so much time with you. Yeah, it's not so bad. Anyway, before you ruffle my hair or anything, it looks like things are getting a bit heated between the Vriskas over there. Maybe we should offer them a snack to bring the mood back down? Me, mess up your hair when you've worked so hard on that look? I do know you at least that well, Harry Anderson. Thank God. Thank God! Okay, so we're done with Harry and John. Meanwhile, the 2 Vriskas... There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, cool. Alright, and now we are at Vrissy's. And Vrissy and Vriska, the V and V. The V and V, like the DMV. Alright, what do these 2 of the same lady want? Hey Vriska, are you okay? Basta wow! I've usually been kind of quiet. Oh, so you actually want to know what I'm thinking now? You want my opinion? Yes? I'm not really sure what's going on right now. What? I just was wondering why you're so pissed off at me. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not pissed at you. You haven't done shit basically at all since I've been here. I just can't believe I'm back stuck in this tacky rumps block after all of that. I'm going to look like an idiot if I don't get out of there. They don't get out of there. I don't think anybody's going to notice. I guess you did go viral, but the news moves so fast these days. I don't think anybody is like glued to their phones waiting for your new hashtag resistance content. Wait, where am I on here? Hold on. Okay, we're here. Okay, got it. I'm getting so lost in where my OBS is showing. We could do something if you wanted, huh? If you're bored. This isn't my house, but Harry has video games and movies and shit. Actually, you're probably better off not watching his movies. His tastes are worse than his dad's. No, you don't want to watch a fucking movie. No, I don't want to watch a fucking movie. How the fuck can you think about movies? How are you okay with any of this? Any of what? Being left at home like a couple of drilling wigglers. How are you so calm right now? You're Lucide, we're training you, right? And you're a troll. You're definitely 5 times stronger than a human. And if you're my clone, you are way more badass than little Miss Fussy Fangs. I can't believe you just stayed behind. Well, they told me to. And they're my moms. And you just listen to everything they say. No, not really. I used to sneak out a lot and they'd absolutely flip their shit if they ever got into my search history. But I guess this situation is kind of serious. There's a whole plan and stuff like that. Clearly not a good plan, because then I would be part of it. What's the point of me even coming to this shitty fake reality if I'm not supposed to fix it? I think they got a strategy or whatever. That's just even more indication that they don't know what they're doing. Lalonde and Miriam have had however many sweeps to get older and stupider, but from where I'm standing, it was literally only a few days ago that I was their commander. I am primed for the battlefield. I ran their shit. Wait, really? They never told me that. I thought you said you knew some lore. I thought you were the lore master. I thought you knew some lore. You know about Tavros and Teresa. You told me you do. Yeah, they told me about that stuff, but a lot of the shit that happened in the session is just not in the history books. You weren't really mentioned that much. Excuse me? Ooh, damn! Get fucked. Get fucked. You weren't mentioned. Wiped from the face of history. Rightfully so, you're kind of a bitch. Anyway, People know who you are, because we had to memorize the names of every one of the players, even the ones who didn't last very long. You're trying to tell me there's a whole recorded history of Scrub, and I'm not in it? You're not in it. I guess then mostly focused on the creators who ascended, you know? Whoever was school feeding you was a complete bulge sucker, because I ascended before any of the humans did. Literally billions of years before, since our session was the one that created theirs. I was the one who guided John's buffoonish blue ass all the way through his first few days in the medium. I made all the plans to take down the Jacks. I single-handedly cured your mother's fucking alcoholism. Yeah, after John did everything and Terezi helped you out, don't forget where you fucking came from, you blue bitch. Don't get it fucking twisted. I'm not gonna have you sit here and act like that you were the big dick swinging in charge like you did everything. No, you didn't. You've done a decent amount of successful stuff, but you're not the main character that you think you are. An important side character is about all you're getting. Eat shit, perish, cry, shit yourself. Vriska, everything okay over there? Everything's fine, John. Okay, do you girls want a snack? Yeah, actually, a snack sounds great, Mr. Egbert. I'm not sure what we got. I don't actually live here. Vriska, eat whatever, just not the zebra cakes. Those are mine. Okay, Jesus Christ. That was awful, if you can believe it. Now, how do I get back? 1 second. Let me pause recording. Alright, cool. Also, look at this fucking nerd. So goddamn cute. Anyway. Sorry about that. So, anyway, as you can see, this world... oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. I'm stupid as hell. So anyway, as you can see, this would have worked just fine. No, I think Karkat's right. This looks like shit, Dad. You know, me letting your earlier use of the word fuck slide wasn't a blanket approval for all cursing in front of me. Sorry. Trying to make such a shit plan, I won't call it that! Damn, absolutely dusted by your own flesh and blood. Jesus. Wow. It's not like I think I'm any better. I mean, I still can't believe I told Rissy and them to bring a dead celebrity to school. What was I thinking? You were thinking it sounded hilarious, but yeah, in hindsight, maybe not the best call. Maybe it's genetic? Yeah. I can't believe they're all still alive, actually. And how did you make it this far, being so bad at this? I had my friends with me. I fight for my friends! Looking ass. Oh yeah, I gotta... That's what I did. Oh, right. Hold on. We gotta rearrange shit still. There we go. Cool. Alright. They are silent for a bit. John doesn't want to go on a reminiscing John, which Harry Anderson stopped finding impressive a few years ago. Plus, they haven't really had time to talk about what happened with Dave yet, and he doesn't want to tank the move by bringing him up. The rapport they've built feels good, stronger than he expected. He'd spent so long seeing mostly the best parts of Roxy and Harry Anderson, he forgot he guesses to look for himself in there too. And if what they have in common right now is a lack of strategic foresight, hey, he'll take it. Speaking of friends, I will say the snacks were a good call at least. I don't hear any more screaming anyway. See, there's one good plan between the two of us. W. Oh, that was definitely them leaving, wasn't it? Well, fuck. Meanwhile, with Frissy. Meanwhile, the plots. You do realize you don't have time for reminiscing. You're kind of on a watch list. Get your daughter and fly back up to the ship and fuck off. Hello. You do realize that everyone here is like mortal, right? Minus you. You do realize this is essentially will just turn into a 2v1 with an assist, right? Anyway, we got multicolored. Let's get it. Well, isn't this just heartwarming? The prodigal daughter returned to the loving bosom of her family. Oh, is this one of those rare and marvelous beasts of the villainous speech? I've written one or two in my time. I'm on the edge of my seat. I hope it's better than your political material. I've always found that rather trite. I haven't given a political speech in years, Miss Lawn. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm just a simple businesswoman. Right, with her own talk show. Right, with her own talk show, and multi-billion-dollar merchant company, and lobbying groups. That's what a businesswoman is, Jade, dear. But enough of that. I'll skip straight to the point. You are on my territory, in the presence of my secret police, laying your hand on my investment. You think I come anywhere unprepared? I haven't left the house without any armed guards in years. Is it the libidinous power rush that comes... Your libido? What? Why are we talking about her libido? Am I getting this wrong? Hold on. Pause everything. Anyway, I looked up libidinous. It is indeed showing excessive sexual drive, lustful. Huh? What the fuck is going on? Why? Look, Rose! I guess this is a common Rose thing where she talks about someone's, libido in the middle of trying to roast somebody. Or trying to, antagonize somebody. I guess they meaning, lol, your libido doesn't work unless you're getting off on oppressing the ones underneath you or something. I don't fucking know. We're just gonna move on. How about that? Your libidinous power rush that comes from snapping your fingers at men with guns, or are you worried that you might accidentally do something heroic? Your ship is in the contested space. You will land, whereby it will be confiscated by the Royal Human Guard. After that, you will be taken into custody. All of you. Let's call it a family vacation, shall we? Hoo. How could you be any more full of yourself? Shut the fuck up for a minute and look up. Shut up. Look up. Look who we got. Oh, damn. I'm about to turn him into a thrall, bro. I'm about to thrall his ass. If you make one single move, I will bite him directly on the exterior short tunnel. I will turn your son into a rainbow drinker, and then you will have a rainbow drinker son. That is not how troll vampirism works. Don't treat me like an imbecile. You think I don't know everything there is to know about your disgusting biology? Okay, then I'll just break his fucking... Okay, how about this? How about you don't try to one-up your enemy when they have your son at neck point? One of them is a vampire, one of them can bite your son, and even if you do know that that's not how it works, guess what? Trolls are straight up stronger than humans. They can absolutely do a fucking neck snap with one hand if the neck is scrawny enough. This motherfucker, if Kanye had any ill intent, this motherfucker be dead. Been dead, would have been dead, he would have been a corpse by now. Right, listen to Kanye, she's having a bad day. I'm having a bad week. I'm having a bad few years right now. Kanye is not feeling it. I know you have never trusted Kanye with any of the children in the past. Let that distrust be the instrument of your undoing. If any harm comes to us or Yiffy, or if you attempt to shoot us down or any other way disable to our escape, then you kill your son. Simple as that. It's as simple as that, miss. Choose your ways carefully. Jane Crocker hesitates. This is something that she used to do regularly. Hesitate. Stop and think and weigh her options. Talk out every possible scenario and the impact they might have. Morally and optically and socially. What would the political I'm incompetent. Hold on. Apparatus think? What would her social media followers think? Her friends? As the years went by and she honed her instincts, she found herself doing this less and less. The impact that her words made became lessened when spread out across such a wide and thirsty audience. As public sentiment began to swing her way, she stopped thinking about how she would be received, and more about how she could play to the people she knew would receive her favorably. Looking up, she sees Tabby with tears in his eyes. Rage and guilt surge inside her. The situation is not her fault, she thinks. This situation is not my fault. You're coming here and accusing me of kidnapping your daughter when you're the ones who kidnapped my son. So before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. I'm the only one who has taken any interest in her upbringing or education. Or have you forgotten who has been paying for her schooling and taking charge of her introduction to society? I never asked you to do that. You offered. So stop calling me ungrateful for you not sucking your dick over things I never asked for. Jane pulls in a steadying breath. Behind her, she hears the clicks of cameras and the murmur of newscasters. The world is watching her be dressed down by a couple blood traitor rebels, one of which has very prominent dog ears. Jade wonders if either of them are even recognizable to the assemble as two of the old gods. One of her PR managers has recommended that she keep her look as static as possible so that people can always recognize her as Jane Crocker, captain of industry, creator of Earthsea, maintainer of peace and plenty. She can't just stand here and let herself be humiliated, allowing two architects of the insurgency mess her around like this. If they were to kill Tavros, the entire world would see them commit the war crime and weighed in the balance. Lalonde and Hollywood would be off the playing board. Saving your daughter certainly counted as a heroic death, and with the damage they've done to humanity, it would also probably be just. Tavros has not called out for her once. Perhaps he knows what her choice is always going to be. Tabby! Oh, Jake. Stand down! Get out of my sight! Meanwhile, with the Vriskas. So what's gonna happen? We're at a standstill. It may actually be up to the Vriskas to do something here, to break the stalemate. I hate the fact that this shit just gets, you know, lands into their lap. This is why I fucking despise what they do with Vriska, and why I love dead Vriska more than the Vriska that's alive right now. Dead Vriska realized that she's not the center of the fucking world like the little bitch that she is, and instead realizes that maybe she needs to take a sideline to things from time to time. And this is also why D-Dota will probably be the best continuation of Homestuck that I personally can believe in. Although I haven't read that many other side continuations, so... Vriska marry Milan. Recently Vrissy, and potentially you are so grounded you are never leaving this house again isn't what commonly referred to as an outside girl. She likes grass. It's fine to look at, and so are trees, as long as they're somewhere off in the distance, swaying gently in the breeze. Trampling through them is not on the list of acceptable tree activities. Vrissy is already sweaty and dirt-streaked, and there's probably like 50 gnats trying to drink her eye fluids. At this rate, she almost envies Tavros's role as Batterwitch bait. Sure, he has to pretend to be threatened by Vrissy's mom, which is lame as hell and also very embarrassing, but at least his eye fluids are fine. Hey, can't you slow down a little? I have to run over shrubs and shit. I can't fly. Ha! Who's going to fault? Whose fault is that? My shitty biology, I guess. Sorry, not all of us had scrub sessions to make ourselves immortal. Well, we'll take care of that. Don't worry about it. Lol, I wish. Miss Roxy was talking about coming up with some sort of autonomous flying device. The AFD, but it got shot down by the council. What the fuck is that? A governing body of sort? I'm not actually sure how much power they have anymore. What with the Batterwitch, she's in control of everything. But they were really against anybody who wasn't a creator being able to fly, since it's sort of a religious thing. Oh. Well, that's fucking stupid. What good is a religion that stops your society from being able to advance? How could John even let this happen? Don't answer that. I know it's because he spent sweet being a sweaty loser. But anyway, that wasn't what I meant. Sure, you could get a fucking jetpack or whatever, but ultimately that isn't going to cut it. I had rocket boots that I used at the beginning of my session. Who didn't? That's Wiggler shit. You can't start to rely on tech. It breaks and enemies can sabotage it. Really, we have to get you a god tier. In other words, we need to kill you now. You should god tier now. That's pretty much the only solution at this. You're literally saying, let's go god tier. You're saying, let's go make Spurb. Are you fucking insane? What is wrong with you? What? I wish someone with some fucking backbone would tell you to shut your dumb, stupid, idiot, bitch ass up. Holy fuck. I really don't like Vriska when she's like this. I really don't like her when she's like this, bro. She's so goddamn annoying. You're so up your own ass. It's actually wild that you are not considered an Ouroboros. It's fucking wild how up yourself you so are. If you had a reflection of yourself, you would be fucking it. You had a reflection of yourself, but you hated yourself because you hate yourself. And that's why you're like this. You suck. But everyone sucks because that's just how life works. But I just hate this air of fuck who. No one asked. You know what? No one asked. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Eat shit. Fuck you, Vriska. OG Vriska. Vrissy, you did nothing wrong. But... oh my god. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. I need to find someone who's like, you're actually genuinely insane. I need to see someone say it. Please, bro. Please. Gotta get you a god tier. It's pretty much the only solution at this point. Ideally, we go back to when you were a wiggler and start your training right away, but that's not exactly an option, so god tier it is. Is that even possible outside the game? Nope, but we don't have to worry about that once we get back in the scrub. What? We have to start this shit over again. You have all let it get so out of hand, it's really nothing to do besides a hard reset. Oh. How are you planning to do that? I got a plan. Look up ahead. A frog tower? What? A scrub session? What? No, what the fuck? This is the perfect spot for a fight. Ambush point. Don't worry about it. This is good. This is what we're looking for. What, you're planning to kill yourself? Oh my god. Who are we ambushing? Don't be stupid. We're the ones being ambushed. Nani? Ha, your face is priceless. This is actually way more fun than I thought it would be. Bringing around a younger, dumber me. I think we're basically the same age. Whatever. Are you for fucking real? You literally sent her to your death. Vrissy, this is why, you know, you shouldn't take after your namesake. Oh, fuck. Finally. Well, currently, shit's getting a little fucky at the moment. Yeah, shit's getting a little fucky. Vriskas, where? Oh, fuck. Yeah, gotta get going, John. Figure out where they are. Oh, is this where John sees his house burn up? Yeah, I think this may actually be it. Oh my god. AC-130 above! Well, shit. That bitch has gone too far. I remember people were like, why didn't John, you know, take out the thing? Cause look, hold on. Let's take a fucking hot second. Do you think that that it being blown out from the inside out from a, like, bro, do you really think you can sit there and be like, well, it's gone now. It's gone. It's over, you know? Like, if it got this bad, I highly doubt you're able to salvage it. This isn't like, oh, a small house fire happened and he could have, like, it's not like he lit the fire himself. Holy shit, are people stupid? Don't answer that question, I already know the answer. But, holy shit. Guess what, guys? It was dropped by a bomb. The roof got blown out. The insides are all charred. What do you think? Even if he does save it, his house is still destroyed. So no matter if he had saved it or not, the wait would have still been done, so why not let it burn? You know? Let John just, like, sulk in the moment for the moment. Holy shit, you motherfuckers don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, bro's big sad for 4 whole frames. Never mind, 5. Hi, Karkat. Bro, by the way, the people who did the art in these last few panels, fucking goated. Also, Karkat's hot as fuck. I'll say it. I'll say it. They're aged up. Fuck yourself if you want to make a whole bullshit about it in the comments. I don't give a fuck. Bro, you can't make a badass looking Karkat and make people not want to fuck him. You kidding me? Bro looks hot as shit. Rough day, huh? Yeah, no shit. No shit, huh? Anyway, Karkat, what are you doing here? It's nice to see you too. John, you may not have noticed, but I am the leader of an army. My place is on the battlefield. I suppose that is true, but that doesn't answer my question. This isn't a battlefield, it's just the obliterated, smoldering husk of your former home. Well, yeah, which was destroyed as collateral in an ongoing military conflict. Oh, alright, fine. It just feels weird to call it that. I guess I'm used to thinking of home as somewhere far away from all of this war stuff. Jesus Christ, John. I can't even begin to list all the ways in which that constitutes a short-sighted and puke-worthily ignorant thing to say to me personally. And frankly, I don't have time to bother thanks to the countless fires I have been putting out all day, the one presently consuming your hive notwithstanding. You know what would have made things go off a bit more smoothly? Just a fraction? If you hadn't just decided to wander off the instant shit started happening. Jeez, I'm sorry, Karkat. I have no idea how much time has passed. I must have gotten a bit distracted by my house being blown up. Not wanting to point out the obvious, but I feel like this was a problem that you, of all people, were uniquely and magically equipped to deal with. Huh? You know, with your swoosh thing? My swoosh thing. Your swoosh thing. The gusty nonsense? The gift of gas? Your spur allocated... your, your sperm allocated. I'm about to pass out, bro. Your sperm allocated blowjob. The supernatural communion you have with all things windy, you ass. Oh, right, that. That would have let me put the fire out, maybe. I don't think there's anything in my skill set that would have unexploded my house, though. That's fair. See, that's what I'm saying. Even in the next, like, talk point, even John's like, yeah, I could have put the fire out, but my house was exploded. Like, half of the house is already torn to shreds by the bomb. What the fuck use would it have been to keep it, you know, around? Oh my god, I'm about to pass out. I'm about to shit. I'm about to do a one of everything. Oh Christ. Oh my god. I suppose I'll add that one more notch to the daily tallies of crazy stuff that happened, which I just have to accept as my life now. So, what else happened while I was caught up watching the symbolic representation of my former life get consumed in a giant fireball? Oh boy, where to start? So, first off, in hindsight, today was pretty obviously just one huge baited trap. I say in hindsight, but fortunately it was also extremely apparent, even in foresight, to those of us who spent a few seconds thinking about it. Right. Oh, come on, Egbert, seriously? Kidnapping a person of importance only to let us know precisely where and on what occasion they would be most successful for a rescue attempt, having that occasion be none other than the corpse party of a highly noteworthy political figure, whose casket may as well have had a giant kick me sign daubed on it. There's basically no way it wasn't a front for something huge, and it was. We happened to be sitting in front of one facet of that hugeness at this very moment. Well, you put it like that, I guess we all got pranked pretty hard, huh? This is no time for your shitty nerd pranks, John. Frankly, I'm insulted that you think such a word is even remotely opposite to the present situation, other than to describe the way I'm personally being pranked by reality and having to explain all this to you. Anyway, the rescue attempt. This is the only point where any semblance of good news comes into play, so savor it. Okay? Bro, why am I doing this gravelly ass voice for Karkat? This is killing my voice! Anyway, it turns out we didn't need to put so much effort into the rescuing Yiffy part of the operation. She basically rescued herself when all was said and done, and took care of kicking Gamzee's corp box over while she was at it, in a stunning display of efficiency, which the rest of us can only aspire to. Oh wow. I knew she'd be a bit of a character, being Rose and Jade's daughter and all, but that's impressive. Sounds like she'd be a pretty welcome addition to your ranks then. She's a child, you moron! Oh, and speaking of which, pausing briefly to note in advance how much I loathe the fact that this is an eventuality that the universe has once again seen fit to curse us with. The Vriskas. Plural. Shit. They've both been captured. Shit! Yeah. Great work keeping an eye on them, by the way. You literally had one job and you messed it up in the equally singular way it was possible to do. I know. Having said that, this was the one thing up Crocker's sleeve you could have excused from not having seen coming. I guess because on the face of it, it's just tonally fucking bananas. Jane's plan for this conflict has thus far consisted almost entirely of kidnapping various high-profile children. It's bizarre, as though we are fighting a war of attrition where the main resource being utilized is the offspring of the most powerful people on the planet. If it wasn't one of the core tenets of her fascist philosophy, I'd be tempted to say that curbing reproduction might have been a good idea, if only to prevent this kind of fucking fuck shit nonsense from happening. Wait a minute. You said that both Vriskas have been captured, right? Excuse me while I weep for joy at the revelation that you have been paying attention for once. Okay, well, putting that emotional outburst aside for a moment, how is that even possible? Doesn't Vriska, the original Vriska, still have her magic alien mind control powers? It seems like it should be basically impossible for anyone to kidnap her. You've stumbled ass backwards across the most important point of this unfortunate development. You are correct, in that with her cast typical, completely scientific and not even a little bit magical, psycho-manipulative abilities, staying out of Crocker's reach should have been completely trivial for Circuit Prime, even accounting for the fact that said abilities are not nearly as potent on humans as they are on fellow trolls. They still ought to have tripped any altercation squarely in her favor, but somehow it didn't. Instead, things appear to have gone globes up, in classic Vriska kite fashion. And now, one of the most unexpected and unwanting, but nevertheless, useful weapons in our arsenal is doing time in Crocker jail. That's about all we've been able to glean from tapping into the battered bitch airwaves, which is a fancy term for eavesdropping on of those of her agents who talk a little too loudly in semi-public spaces. Jeez, I really screwed that up, didn't I? I'm relieved to see that you grasp of that fact is pretty good at least. Having said all that, and with the recognition that I'm choosing to nurse your bruised feelings during a planet-wide conflict for the fate of my species, is there anything I can do to expedite your grieving the fuck for your getting the fuck over it? I don't really know. This all feels wrong, Karkat. No offense, but when you're around, it's usually a lot what? A lot funnier. How to put this? Normally, listening to you go on and on about how much we fucked everything up is just very funny, but now it's just not the same. Maybe it's part of what's going on with this entire reality. I don't know. Wait, is that? Okay, yeah. Once upon a time, I would have put down your ability to pull a silly rant out of your butt as a fundamental law of physics or something. Remember back when we first knew each other? It felt like all you had ever said to me was how much you thought I was screwing up and being a useless asshole. And once I realized that you were also just a dumb kid who didn't know what was going on, I started to kind of enjoy it. But now it's like, the only one who's still a big dumb kid is me, and everyone else has something big and important going on that I just don't understand. I thought that I finally got what was going on with this whole war and everything. I wanted to be useful. I guess I got a little too wrapped up in the feeling of something finally happening again. And then watching it all blow up in my face, kind of literally now that I think about it, it's hard not to feel even more dejected about the situation than I was before. And now, the patented Karkat rant has lost all its sparkle. Maybe if you had like painstakingly itemized the list of all the things wrong with my plan in a comically overdone fashion or something. I considered it, but honestly there was so much wrong that I concluded that the best thing for everyone would be to never speak of it again. Oh, okay. My voice, Okay. If we're being honest, you didn't even have a plan, John. Calling it a plan would imply that it was a structured sequence of steps designed to achieve a goal. What you came up with was a convoluted mess which still somehow involved doing fuck all. And I used convoluted here in the same way that I would describe the frenzied draw-stick scribbles of a squalling human infant. Speaking of which, drawing a shitty picture with the ultimate plan at the top and a bunch of arrows does not, and to the best of my knowledge, has never constituted an actionable plan. Do not respond to this criticism with another miserable expression. I am begging you! Okay. Sag. Look, I appreciate that you seem to have dug your pan out of your own chute with the few micrometers necessary to notice the precise degree to which the world is being judiciously bat-fucked right now. As hard as it is to believe, that is a feat which no small number of people are completely incapable of doing, but noticing the problem and making meaningful progress towards solving it are two completely different things. The next time you get the impulse to lend a hand, you better be off canning it for 5 minutes and listening to those of us who've been trying to solve it a lot longer than you have. This isn't an exercise being conducted in order for you to prove your personal degree of moral rectitude. And if it was, you would have already failed miserably. So do yourself and everyone else a favor and stop treating it like one. Well, alright, if you say so, Karkat. I do say so, emphatically and at great volume. And now, my obligation to catechize you on the subject for your own life is fulfilled. I have a war to get back to. Wait, hold on. Oh my god, what now? Oh my god, my voice. Oh, why did I decide to do this voice? This is gonna suck. Ugh. Give me a moment. I need water, bro. This shit's wild, bro. My voice is gonna be shot. Oh my god, my voice is gonna be shot. Ugh. Anyway. You can't be leaving already. There's so much we still need to talk about. Of course I'm shitting and leaving. What more could there possibly be for us to discuss? Please do not tell me you just had another emotion that we need to drop everything over to just dissect. No, that's not what I'm talking about at all. Karkat, we still haven't spoken about you. About me? Yes, about me? About you. What the fuck about me? Well, you know, how you feel. How I feel. Or just, I don't know. It's just been so long since we've seen each other. All sorts of things have happened in that time, and it doesn't feel right to just not even mention any of it. Like what? Oh, I don't know, Karkat. Literally anything. I mean, look at you. You are decked out in a tight bodysuit, hot, and have an eye patch and everything. There is simply no way there isn't something to discuss there. Or, like, forget the eye patch. We don't have to talk about the eye patch. I feel as though my point still stands. There's basically a bottomless well full of stuff to go through. I mean, we kind of glossed over it when you brought her up earlier, but what about Yiffy? This might not come across so easily due to human troll cultural boundaries, but her existence is kind of a big deal. I feel like somehow I missed the part where we all sit around and talk about how strange it is that the two of our friends went off and had a secret child without any of us knowing. Is it too much to ask that we have that part now, Karkat? I mean, maybe it just doesn't mean that much to you. I mean, John do be spitting about this. Like, it's wild that we talk about that. It's wild that we're not sitting here, like, having an honest talk about the fact that two of our friends just had a secret love affair, and it was indeed an affair, and, you know, we're just accepting that everything's fine. Like, what in the actual fuck? I'm still on it about that 2 episodes later. Yes, I'm still on about that. Or 1 episode later. Yes, 1. John, which is a little strange given that it ties into the whole conflict that you had with Jade and Dave. Oh god, we have to talk about Dave. John, fucking hell, I don't want to talk about Dave. No, this is what I mean, Karkat. We need to talk about Dave. Like shit we do. I have no fucking clue how this is even a relevant topic of conversation. Oh come on, there's no way you aren't feeling kind of messed up about him, right? I know I am, whenever I think about how things ended between you two, especially now that he's... I'm so sorry, Karkat. Sorry to even being able to cover it. This whole thing feels so impossibly sad. All I'm trying to say is, it's not healthy to bottle up those feelings and not acknowledge them, even if you aren't feeling anything right now. And I don't for a moment believe that's true. I need to talk about Dave. So can we please talk about Dave for a moment? You selfish motherfucker. You're trying to spin it like you need Karkat to open up, but it's really just about you opening up. Holy shit, when did you get that selfish? Goddamn. I mean, I know that you're hurting, but Jesus. Fine. If it will get you to shut up about this topic for even a brief moment, then fine. Regardless of how pointless an exercise I consider it to be, I will discuss with you my feelings about Dave. Okay, thank you. Are you prepared to be inundated with none other than an uninterrupted spat of hard, unembellished data vis-a-vis my sweet, suppressed, biscuit-felt emotions on the Dave situation? Well, here it goes. Ooh, this is the long one. Oh, yep. He's bringing his Vance's side back out. Let's go. All right. All right. Literally deep breath. You want to know how I really feel about Dave? How I feel is that I wish that everyone would stop fucking bothering me about him. Alright, so he and Jake got human married. Big deal. Do people forget that I was there? I feel like everyone's forgetting that I was literally invited to the occasion. I've even come to expect this kind of amnesiac behavior from everyone else, since I admit I didn't exactly stick around or actually show my face for most of the ordeal. But you, Egbert, should have no fucking excuse. Wait, Karkat, that's not what I... So, yeah, that whole thing happened, and I came to terms with whatever there was to come to terms with, which was fucking nothing. Then I got on with the actual important business of trying to prevent the world from crumbling, which now that we're on the subject, it's still fucking happening. I am utterly appalled that this is an info morsel I keep having to spoon feed down your windshoot every 5 seconds, John. I really am. I mean, holy shit, now is not the time for this. And one thing I can say with an absolute ironclad certainty is that if Dave were here, he would say the same thing. Speaking of which, where is Dave? I feel like if anyone could have prevented today from devolving to a headless clusterfuck, it would have been... Okay, maybe not him, but at least he might have helped drag you out of your depressive fudge a little sooner. Oh, shit. Ooh, damn. Damn, he is flaming your ass! He's telling you, get your shit together! Get your shit together! He would have been able to... And honestly, Dave might have. This is why Pepsi Cola is the best ship. This is why Pepsi Cola is the best ship. Because if Dave were here, no doubt, this wouldn't have been as, you know, John Egbert wouldn't have been in such a huge funk to begin with. We probably would have gotten June sooner if Dave was around. So blame fucking Hussey for denying Dave to us. Once again, it all comes back around to Hussey. Not only that, but maybe with both of us here, we could have disappeared with this entire sorry topic once and for all, if only for your benefit. Oh, hi, Dave. John seems to be under the impression that the unspoken history between us is of sufficient import that we need to hash it out this very second in front of the blasted remains of his home. Yo, he even changes his cadence to go with Dave's. That's so fucking funny. Yo, that's. Yo, Karkat, that does seem to be a strange thing for his friend John to be concerned about, given that he spent the past 5 years wallowing in the depths of the deepest divorce fever, and especially since Jade and I have meanwhile been working as part of your resistance with no complaints. But sure, we can bro fist each other and arrange our limbs in an ambiguously platonic way, which a way which is also flawlessly calculated to communicate to everyone present that here are two guys who are totally and unequivocally over each other. Oh god, you don't. That sounds like a great idea, Dave. And with that, maybe we can wash our touch stumps with this whole ordeal and never have to speak of it again. Would you like that, John? Would that satisfy your craving for catharsis on the subject of Dave? Well, why don't we try it then? In fact, why don't you call Dave and get him over here right now? Oh my god. Maybe we should get Jade to come as well. Fuck, why not invite fucking everyone? Why not press pause on the race war for a moment and have one huge feelings jam lawn meal where we all publicly fuck. I'm doing a beat without knowing. I'm trying to say this word. Expatitate, our various convoluted emotions. Forget peace talk, get fucking Crocker to come. Maybe the sight of a Dave Cat reconciliation is the secret key to unlocking the part of her brain that stops her from being a genocidal racist bitch. How could we have possibly been so blind? If Gamzee wasn't dead, you could have invited him as well. Haha, that's only we still have a veritable menagerie of people we know who aren't dead. All of whom I am sure will be simply delighted to attend what will undoubtedly be the single most important event in Earthsea's bullshit history. If this is what it takes, Eggberg, then I am prepared to do it. Don't think that I won't. It just for an instant, it will get everyone off my case about this. I will stand up with Dave in front of the entire fucking world and tell him about that. I don't give a shit. Karkat! Fuck, I knew this was too much. I thought you knew. Knew what? Dave's gone, Karkat. He's dead. I didn't mean for you to find out like this at all. I only heard about it yesterday, but I was convinced someone would have told you already. Apparently, one minute he was there, and the next, none of us even know how it happened. And it doesn't make any sense that he's dead, but he is. He's dead. He's not coming back. Talk to me, Karkat, please. Please talk to me, Karkat. He didn't even say goodbye. Bro. I'm feeling it. Yep, that's the emotions. Yep, I'm feeling it. That's real. That's real as fuck. I didn't know why John was doing that, and I thought, what do they mean? I completely forgot, because the last recording was like months ago, but oh my god, I forgot. He doesn't know until now. Bro's heartbroken. Bro's like, what? If his tear ducts weren't like calcified shut from all the war, he'd probably be crying right now. That's fucked. Oh man. Well, what a place to, save game. What a place to stop, but I'm stopping it here. My voice is fucked with trying to talk in Karkat voice. I'll probably keep going with another recording that will come out whenever it comes out. I got a lot of catching up to do, but hopefully this has been a nice little juncture. It's been a little over an hour, so hope this has been a nice little juncture of getting back into the groove of making videos again. I'm having a fun time. But anyways, this is where we stop for the video. Have a good day, night, evening, twilight, wherever it be, wherever you are. Like, subscribe, all that YouTube bullshit, because it helps me out. Share the video as well, because that also helps me out, wherever you can find it. Twitter, I'm not calling it X, Twitter, Blue Sky, Reddit, fucking Tumblr, whatever you think might be appropriate, send it out, because Lord knows I would like more views. But anyway, regardless, if you liked it, then I'm actually glad. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. I'll catch you on the flip side. Deuces!